They're taking my job now. That's right. Tech workers coming here on open work permits under a new Canadian hypergrowth project. Absolutely not necessary for the employer to do an LMIA, meaning fill out the form to show that no national, no Canadian can do the job. They're totally exempt. This is a brand new project, and Sean Fraser had put this into effect, had talked about it about a year ago, and now it's in effect. It just started. I guess I'll see you at the breadline. The innovation stream falls under Canada's International Mobility Program, IMP, which means employers are not required to do a labor market impact assessment, LMIA. This cuts down the time it takes to hire a foreign worker in Canada. And also, it allows for foreign workers to obtain an open work permit. What this means is that people will be coming here and taking skilled jobs without even an analysis, without even having to prove to the government that you couldn't find a Canadian to do the job. So when I myself go to look for work, a contract, or permanent job, I literally am going to be competing with people who are fresh off the boat. They look like me, they smell like me, but they're not me, and that paycheck's going to them, not me. And they don't even need to show, the business doesn't even need to show that they try to find a Canadian national. It's just open borders, right? We've seen the lineups for the McDonald's and the Sobeys lineups going all the way down, grocery stores full of these temporary foreign workers. But now, yeah, I'm just floored by this. It's, the chickens are coming home to roost. That's what's happening. But hey, if you say anything against this, then you're racist, okay? You are racist. I'm racist. We all are. I guess the only difference here is that they look like me. So maybe I'm allowed to say it, maybe not. It's just amazing to me. It's astonishing to me. After Sean Fraser first talked about this last summer 23, a news release was put out, and it said something interesting. It would be for international mobility programs for skilled workers who are in select in-demand occupations or are destined for work with companies the government selects as contributing to our innovation goals. So that right there is really interesting too, because the government itself is picking winners and losers. And in their own Innovation Canada video that they put out on YouTube, which has barely any views and it's unlisted as well, that video shows these companies that they've picked as the winners. And those companies are straight out going to be able to hire tech workers without even having to look for a Canadian national, a white guy, a brown guy, a Chinese guy, purple guy, pink guy, yellow guy, polka dot guy, or girl, right? Women can code as well. My daughter writes code. I've taught her programming. And my wife too, by the way. I met her in computer science in Ottawa, Ottawa. And I'm just thinking here, they're not even looking for that. They're not even looking. My wife, she wants to re-enter the workforce. It's not going to matter. It's just not going to matter. It's going to be just, hey, we'll get this, this Indian guy straight out of India who's got zero Canadian roots. And then he's going to bring in, his aged family. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. God, it makes me mad. So what's the future? Right? What is the future then? What's the future for you? What's the future for me? What is the future then? That's a question I got for you. What's the future when not only are low-skilled jobs being taken by mass influx and you've got people, right, our Canadian people who are now living out of their cars, but what is the future for at every level, from the professional class down? And I think this is where the pushback's going to happen, right? The laptop class. Look, I've had a very charmed existence. My parents, they did everything for me, put me through school, everything. I had a very charmed existence, very, very easy life. I was given everything, just about, all I had to do was not screw it up too bad. But when that pressure hits that professional class, that's where I'm wondering what's going to happen next. We've got 1/4 of people now working for the government in the public sector. So really, I'm just thinking, what's going to happen when that other 3/4, or maybe that other, whatever percentage it is of the skilled class, right? The very skilled class. And that skilled class can go all the way up from machinists, to, high-end carpenters, to computer programmers like myself. But where is that line going to be drawn? What's going to happen when those people decide, hey, look, I've had enough because I'm being replaced in my own country. I can't find work. Now, are they going to push back? What are we going to see? That's my question for you. And I'd love to hear what you've got to say in the comments. And I guess it's a good thing I got a second business making comics, right? Black Dragon Comics. That's my Canadian company. I only print my comics in Canada, the US, or the UK just because I'm not sending my print jobs to China. I just don't want to do that. Forget that, right? So, and thank you so much, by the way, for Racist Angel being a great success. Thanks to you supporting it. Racist Angel tells a story of Alexis. She gets canceled from heaven. Why? Because she's a little naughty. She says what she wants. She does what she wants. And she gets to Earth and she doesn't know the rules. Thank you so much for your support. Here's a little trailer. Really appreciate your time. And be sure to subscribe to RowUncensored.com just to stay in touch with me. Thank you.